This video is going to give you a little bit more detail about how to search the catalog for your research project. So I'm going to assume that you've already logged into the computer catalog and that you've set up a resource list for yourself to have a place to collect books for your research project, and also that you have set up a Google Doc as a place for you to capture some search terms and other notes that you might collect along the way. So let's just try one of the topics and see what we find. So I'm going to search radios. And whenever you do a search, I'm going to suggest two things. One is that you always sort by call number rather than relevance, which I think is what normally comes up, just because that's going to group things more logically. And also tell the catalog to show you everything on one screen rather than to divide it into screen pages. That just makes it a little bit easier to navigate. Another thing you might want to do is to specify that you only want books, because otherwise you're going to end up with DVDs in our collection that are really only for teachers to check out anyway. So if you specify books, you'll get the videos out of the search results. So you have 36 results here. You can see that the first selection is really more the history of radio broadcasting. That's not really so much what you're looking for. You're looking for the science of it. So if you come down and you see this title called Waves, the Invisible Universe, and on your handout, waves and electromagnetic waves are some of the science concepts that Ms. Horridge has identified. So let's take a look at that one. Examines different kinds of electromagnetic waves, including radio waves. So it's not necessarily about actual physical radio devices, but it's going to give you the scientific concepts behind that. So this looks like a good choice. I've got my research project resource list chosen here. I'm going to go ahead and add that book to my list. Then I'm going to go back to my search results and continue to see what's there. I think I'm going to skip The Simpsons. And just a clue, by looking at the call numbers, most of the call numbers to do with science and technology are going to be in the 500s and the 600s. So the waves, you can see 539, that's a science call number. Here we've got radio and television. 600 means it's a technology and applied science kind of section of the library. So let's take a look at that one. Information on radio waves, broadcasting, I think that's a good choice. And radio is one of the subject headings here. So I'm going to add that one to the list. Now I'm going to go back to my search results. I'm going to suggest that no matter what your topic is, you also do a search for a science encyclopedia, because we have several of those in our collection and they work like any other encyclopedia, except that they're specific to science topics. So once again, it is sorted by call number. I'm going to tell the catalog to show me all the pages. And it's very likely, for example, that something like the Usborne Illustrated Encyclopedia of Science and Technology is going to have an article or a couple of pages at least on any of the topics that are on your list. So I'm going to add that one to the list. And let's see what other kinds of science encyclopedias there might be. The Way Science Works, an illustrated exploration of technology in action. Once again, that's going to have a lot of these topics as an article or a few pages in the encyclopedia. So I'm going to add that one to the list as well. So your strategy is going to be to go in and use several of the terms from your list, both the actual topic name and maybe a few of the science concepts, and then also search Science Encyclopedia and pick one or two of those. And then when you have your resource list created, you can go and make a printable copy of it, and that would be the list of books that you could go to the shelves and find. Once again, Control P, print your list, and off to the shelves you go. So that's it for searching the library catalog for your research project.